So I go into Adventureland with these 4 or 5 first, second graders. And we went and rode a couple rides. And I have this gift of being able to acknowledge or recognize when people are not happy. It's, you may not have the gift. I have this gift. And we got off this roller coaster, and I could tell that something had changed, and the children weren't just at their best. And my indicator was they started walking like this. And evidently they were dying. And the way I learned that was that they said to me, "Mr. Bradley, we're dying for a drink." Now at Adventureland, they have all these stands with this red with white lettering, and they market this particular product. Can anyone imagine what that product might be? You've been to Adventureland, Coca-Cola, right? And of course, the boys and girls looked at me from my group and they said, "Mr. Bradley, you have to buy us a Coke." And I thought about it for a minute, and as a director of an early ed program, I have lots of money laying around. And I thought, $7 a piece for a 9-ounce soda, I could afford to buy these 5 kids a soda. But then I started thinking about the 52 other children that were out there and the other 6 or 8 teachers, and I realized I didn't have that much money in my bank account to buy that many sodas. And so I got the kids sit down at this picnic table, and I got one of the boys to come with me, and we walked up to the 17-year-old proprietor of this establishment, and I said, "Young sir, how much do you charge for a glass of water?" And he said these words that I cherish to this day. "It's complimentary." And that's exactly what I had budgeted for this particular time of the day. And I said, "Awesome, I'll take 5, one for each of the 4 children and one for me." And we got that, and we took it over to the table and set it down. And you know what? They didn't want a glass of water. Again, I have the gift of reading people, and they were not happy that I had made that decision. Especially one little girl looked at me and she said, "Mr. Bradley, I am not happy with you. She did not buy me a Coke." And I had a choice to make here. See, I could either be enthusiastic about this challenge, or I could have a problem. And I decided I'm going to go the route of enthusiasm. So I picked up my glass of water, and I looked at these boys and girls, and I said, "Have you ever in your life drunk the water from Adventureland?" I have the retention. And I said, "I don't know what they do, but by far this is the best tasting water on the planet." "Oh man, that's good." I said, "I could buy you a Coke." "Why don't you buy us a Coke, Mr. Brown?" I could. But see, if I buy you a Coke, if you drink a Coke, you're going to be thirsty in about 15 minutes. But you drink this water, it's going to quench your thirst like nothing you've ever had in your life. Yeah, that's kind of the reaction. They're like, and now I have an audience of other people looking at me from the park. And this one little boy that had helped me carry these glasses of water over there, he picks up his glass of water, and here's his reaction. And I swear, I didn't ask for this. I didn't pay him, but this was his reaction. He's like, "It's true! It's true!" And they're all drinking their water. "Wow, this is good." And I said, "Hey, you know what? Best tasting water on the planet. It was complimentary." And the little boy that helped me, he's like, "That's free!" And, they'd given it to me in one of these wax paper cups that said, you know what I'm talking about. It's the best tasting water on the planet. Complimentary, free! And they gave it to us in a souvenir cup. Oh, and the boys and girls were like, "Yeah, wow. I'm keeping that." I tell you, every one of those children drank 2 glasses of water. And we got up, and they're all fine now. We're walking down the path a little bit, and they see another group of kids from our center. They took off running. They're like, have you ever had the water from Adventureland? Look at my souvenir cup. And all of the leaders had to stop. Enthusiasm can change everything around. If you get enthusiastic with the children when you're doing transition activities, it's going to make all the difference in the world.